It takes a village to lift you higher. We teach the way, feed the fire. It takes a village.
Hello, my name is Kendale Lumpkins. So welcome to the Village Podcast, where people help people. And the goal, the mission of this podcast is simply to bring people in that are doing great things in the community in their own capacity, real people having real conversations to discuss life, so that whenever people hear this, whenever people see this, that they leave better and inspired as a result of being a part of the village. And I have this distinct honor and privilege to welcome my brother, my friend, John McClure, to the show.
What's up, man?
What's up, baby?
I'm so excited to be here.
What's up, man? Look, hey, you know, like, so we do life anyway.
Absolutely.
So it's like, man, I had this thought prior to this today. Is like, I treat my friends like celebrities. Like, my people mean something to me. Mm-hmm. And so the fact that you here, the fact that you agreed to come on the show to have a conversation, and we have conversation anyway, man. I'm honored, man. I'm honored to be here, man. So how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Being here is like, it's home.
Yeah.
So I'm just appreciative of the opportunity.
Yeah.
This coming into this village, this space. I'm just excited to be here, man. And just talking with you, it's like we do what we do.
Yeah.
We talk every day, man.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And so, man, I'm going to tell you before I get started with questions, like, so, we met at West Point years ago in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And, man, it was like an instant connection. For one thing, I was inspired at the fact that, you did what you did at a high level. You loved the Lord. Mm-hmm. But, man, like, you were so genuine. Yeah. Like, it was like authentic. Like, when you left the stage, you was a real person. It wasn't like you were so stoic and people couldn't approach you. So it was like, man, I was being connected to somebody that I felt like was more like me than anything, like genuine, love God. However, he's not trying to act like he's not human, act like he's so super spiritual. So, right. I always appreciate that. And that's why I feel like you're a part of my village. So, man, I appreciate you for just having this authentic mentality when it comes to worship and life, right? So, like, you're this guy that have inspired me on that stage, and I've always looked to you like as a big brother, really. So, man, I appreciate that, man.
Man, listen, growing up, my parents always taught me to be yourself. Mm-hmm. You can't be nobody else but you. Mm-hmm. And when you are authentically you, that, it speaks volumes. You meet people every day, and I never try to come off like I know it all or, I got it all together, because, people go through things. Yeah. And life happens. Yeah. So you better, be on your P's and Q's when it comes to, interacting with people and just being authentically you. Mm-hmm. When we met, man, it was an instant connect. And I don't know. I've always been that way. Like, growing up, my family, like, we talk, like, we crack, break on each other. We do all of that. Yeah. But it's just like, this is what it is. And you're getting the real. I'm not trying to put on for nobody. I can only be me. If you don't like it, then, hey, I'm going to continue to be me. But yeah, that's what it is. I mean, having that relationship, understanding, okay, God is the center of it all. Mm-hmm. And I go from there.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing, like, that people need to know and see whenever you do ministry, when you do life, when you walking with Christ. Like, man, we still human. Mm-hmm. No matter how gifted we are, no matter what we do, like, God still has his hand on us, and we're able to do what we do because of him. Right. So it's not like I can actually try to be something that I'm not or pretend to be better than other people. Absolutely. It's only by his grace that I get a chance to do what I do. Yeah. Right. So I could never get to a place where, I'm better than them. Nah, man, I'm human just like you. If I could show you what I deal with every day, my mind, my vices, the issues of life, that stuff still hits. Scars. Oh, man, and they'll never go away, man. And so I just think that you've always handled that with so much grace. So much class.
I appreciate that, man.
Because I didn't even know John, the Sunday best guy. right?
Yeah,
When I met you,
Right,
you
right,
know.
right,
So
right,
talk to
right.
me a little bit about that experience, like Sunday Best back in the
Ooh.
day. This was years ago.
This was years ago.
Yeah.
Sunday Best was definitely an experience, and it was something that I wasn't even trying to get on. A coworker of mine at the time, I was working in corporate America in DC,
Yeah.
and friend of mine, Greg Archer, man, I'll never forget. It was like yesterday. They was seeing the promo, and back then, you know, social media wasn't like that. This is how far back.
Yeah.
It's crazy that we're saying social media wasn't even there.
Because it's
But
life for us
it's
now.
life for us now.
Yeah.
But it was through word of mouth, and there was commercials going on. And he was like, yo, John, you need to try out for this, man. And I was like, what? Sunday Best competition? Now, granted, I've done singing, you know, concerts and different things like that. But competition to this magnitude, and he was saying, you know, who was going to be on there. He was like, yo, you should try out. BET Studios at the time was in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
And so I went the day after. It was actually, I think I got off of work, and I went to the studio, tried out, and it was like crazy. It was like I was on this line. I'm going before people that I know in the gospel industry,
Yeah.
but I'm singing in front of them, and they're taking you through these different processes. They're taking you through these rooms. And at the time, people like Jessica Reedy, Latisse Crawford, we all met right there. We're all trying out at the same time.
Yeah.
And we're going through this process. I get a call back that Sunday, because I auditioned on Friday. I get a call back. You need to come back to the studio on Sunday. I had to call my pastor at the time, my bishop. I called him, and I was like, Bishop, I don't think I'm going to make service because I'm trying out for this show. Everybody knew what Sunday Best was going on. BET, you hear Kurt Franklin. Everybody like, oh, okay. And when I went through my last audition that Sunday morning, I was like, okay, I'm singing in front of BB Winans,
Wow.
Erica and Tina Campbell, and it was like, yeah, he's got to come to the show. He's gonna be on the show. So that was 2009.
Wow.
That was 2009.
Yeah, that was a minute ago.
That was a minute ago.
And so whenever
man.
you made it to Hattiesburg, I didn't even know any of this.
Right.
So the reason why, like, I still think about it to this day, like, how did you not let that make you just get this big head, like, oh, I'm better? Like, because you were just this down-to-earth, chill guy.
My upbringing,
Yeah.
my family, my parents, my sister, my wife, it was just like my family. They really, they keep you grounded. Like, if nobody can't tell you
Yeah, who you are.
it's gotta, your family can tell you.
Hey, look.
They'll remind you.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you don't want to hear it, they'll remind you.
I'm talking about don't get crazy around your people now.
Yeah, don't get crazy. Don't get crazy. Don't act brand new.
Yeah,
Right.
my daddy will tell you quick, hey, look, don't bring that stuff in my house.
Yeah,
I know you for real.
I know you for real.
Yeah.
So it was just like that moment. And then being that my mother, you know, she sings. She was a professional singer. And in the church, my dad, just a man's man. Like, my upbringing, man, it just grounded me.
Yeah.
And so going through this process, it was no big eyes, no little you. Like, this is what you do.
Yeah.
Be confident in what you do.
Right.
But then go from there. And then coming to Hattiesburg, I never would have thought coming to Hattiesburg. I got a call like, yo, you need to try this out. And I'm like, what? Mississippi? I ain't going to no Mississippi.
Yeah.
You know, and it was crazy because a friend of mine, and this is gospel industry. So Moray Brown Clark, she was coming to the church, West Point. This is crazy. I'm telling this story, but she's coming to the church, and she had a conversation with a good friend of mine, one of my best friends in the world, Jonathan Nelson. He was also at the church. They knew Mike Minor. And so it just all kind of infused itself, and they were like looking for someone to, you know, be over the choir, the praise team, and really. And I got a call, and they was like, John, I think you would be a good fit. Like, they need help over at this church administratively. They need help with, you know, direction. And at the time, Sunday Best, you know, you had people coming through. This is like the Bible Belt. So you had people coming through, and I'm up north. I'm from New York. So I'm like, come on, down south.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, I think my wife and I was talking about it, and how it happened, it was weird because I was staying at the hotel, like riding off of 98. I remember the hotel that I stayed at to try out.
Right.
And so Pastor Kathy, shout out to Pastor Kathy and the staff at that time. It was just crazy how they, they invited me. I was here, and I remember doing a promo video.
Come on, man.
And they brought me on for Sean Graham. Shamika Vickers at the time. Like, it was so, like, the camaraderie just started to happen. Miss Fran, Toxie. Like, I'm bringing it back.
Right.
And they embraced me, and I came in, and I was nervous. I remember flying here, and I was listening to, I think it was Marvin Winans. I'll Never Leave You nor Forsake You.
Mm-hmm.
I was crying like a baby dog. Mm-hmm. Dude, I was like in tears.
Yeah.
And I'm flying like, I'm going somewhere I don't know where.
Yeah.
I was really...
Yeah.
It was crazy. And that just happened. So, now we're in this moment, but just the relationships that were garnered, that's what, I really appreciated being here. Like, it's never left.
And so the interesting thing about when I listen to you talk about your journey and how you made it to Mississippi, being from New York, like, I'm just looking at how God's hand was in it, because he allowed us to cross paths.
Right.
And man, you done helped me during some hard times in my life.
And you've helped me.
Like when Makai was born and Kim was sick. And so I'm saying, like, I just see how God, although it was nerve-wracking for you, being encouraged to come by people you trust all the way to Mississippi. Mississippi a long way from New York, man.
It's a long way.
And it's totally different than what New York is, right? And so, but the way God orchestrated your steps and got you to this place helped you build these connections, make these relationships. And man, you've been impacting my life through it. Like, me and you could talk about, like, I have a village of people that I could call and pick up that phone. I'm saying I could be at my worst, at my lowest, and I don't get on the phone with you and you like, oh my God, I can't believe. It's like, so that has helped me. So I still see how God is working all of that back then out. So look, you talk a lot about your family. And in the village, the idea is that, man, I grew up in a village where, the neighbors could say this, your aunties, your uncles, and they all had love for you, and they made you better as a result of being in their presence. And you talk a lot about your family. So I want to shift gears to this loss thing that we talk about. Because the reality is you've took some hits over the past few years. Yeah. Right? And so what I believe listeners need to hear, what I believe other people need to see is, like, how do you navigate the loss of parents? Like, how do you get back up after that? Because your family, your mom and your dad were real instrumental in helping you become who you are. And there's so many people dealing with loss right now. So many people losing parents, losing family members, and they're struggling around the holidays. They're struggling around the new year. They're struggling around just, how do I get back up from this? So man, talk a little bit about loss, like where you are, where you were, where you are, and how you got to this place where you are today.
Well, thank you, man. Again, I can't say it enough. Thank you for this time, this space. This is a village. Yeah. And I look at the experiences and how life, they always say life is but a vapor. And taking my experience may not be the same as your experience, but there's somewhere in the middle, life happens. Right. Losing my parents was the most devastating thing that has ever happened to me. I lost my mom in 2020 during COVID. And how crazy how that all transpired. And then in 2023, I lost my dad. My mom in July, my dad in November. And I can remember it like it was yesterday. Not giving a long story or anything like that.
Nah, talk, man, talk.
My parents were very instrumental, and still very instrumental in my life. My dad, my hero. My mom, she was like my source, my musical source. I learned music. I always say she was like my first music teacher. And I learned a lot through her, musical. My dad, I just knew what hard work looked like, what it felt like. And when you put in the work, the results, they become what they become. But losing my parents, man, for my sister and I have one older sister.
Yeah.
Us losing our parents was something that was just so like gut wrenching. And life is in a circle in a sense, like it's a full circle. Life is like an evolution, like it's supposed to happen. The circle of life, it's really supposed to happen that way. Your parents are to go before the siblings. Some have experienced
it the other way.
But for my sister and I, when we lost my mother in 2020, she was already battling with some things physically. And it just became a toll on her. And then with COVID hitting, we didn't know what was going to happen, if this, world's going to end.
Yeah.
Like, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
We couldn't be,
couldn't get to her like you wanted to.
Couldn't get to her like I wanted to because of, and granted, I had moved back to Jersey after, being here for the time being. I went back home because I wanted to be closer to my family. And my mom took ill, and she was getting better, but they had to put a stent in her heart. And that one Christmas, she came to our house, and you could tell she was kind of like, I won't say deteriorating, but she wasn't really herself. And so the strength that she once had just weakened. And in July, she had passed, and my father, I remember him calling me. I'm driving. My sister calls me. She's in Maryland. My sister still lives in Maryland. And she calls me, and I'm driving down Southern State. I'm like flying, because she's like, John, you got to get to the hospital or get to da-da-da-da. And my dad, I'm on the phone with my dad. And as I'm driving, he's telling me, mom is trying to breathe, da-da-da-da, because she had passed out at the house. And he was fixing her food. And she like kind of fell in the bedroom. And they rushed her to the hospital, and Tanya was like, John, you got to get to the hospital. So I'm in New Jersey. To get to New York is about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, because they're in Long Island, New York, which is further out. Long story short, but as I'm driving, my mother passes away. And I get to the hospital, and she's gone. Devastating. Didn't know, like, it's just me and my dad, my sister. I literally saw the experience. Seeing your mother lying there is just like, what am I to do? So that just was gut-wrenching. My dad, him passing, I literally watched him go. Like, they were trying to resuscitate him. In the hospital, we were all in Maryland, my cousins, my sister, all of us. We were in the hospital, and they were trying to get him back. And I saw it with my own eyes. And you talking about crying, like the weep. It was devastating. I can't even put it into words, but I think about those trauma experiences, and had it not been for God, had it not been for therapy, therapy really saved me. It really,
You all right?
Therapy really saved me. Because I didn't want to, tear up. But therapy
good,
really saved me, dog. Like, to the point where, we've had conversations like...
Yeah, been on the phone crying together.
What? Like, dude, it was that intense. And my therapist, she told me, shout out to Dr. Carolyn. She's amazing. She's out of New York. But she had walked me through different life lessons. And she said, no one can tell you how to feel. Your experiences are your experiences. No one can tell you, okay, when you lose, this is what you do. No. They can share the experience, but they can't tell you how to feel. And so really tapping into how I feel and who I am as a person, it kind of just revitalized me. It really did. To a point where if I'm talking to an individual, I'm going to look you straight in your face because I can see if it's real or not. I can literally, and I'm not no mind reader or nothing.
Right, you
like
just
that,
know genuine.
but just genuine.
Real, recognize real.
Yeah, so it's genuine. And it's like, I ain't got time for no foolishness. So it came to a point where I really had to revitalize, renew, reconstruct, redevelop John. Because a part of me, you know how sometimes, and I don't know if it's as a child to your parents, it's one thing to you wanting to make your parents proud. It's another thing when it's almost like pressure in a sense. Like you're supposed to do this because of who you are.
Right.
And my dad always used to tell me, when you walk out that door, you just don't represent yourself. You represent the whole McClure family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that joint is real. So when you look at stuff like, I'm doing this not because of my parents, I'm doing this because of what God placed inside of me. Now, granted, they've taught me the way.
Yeah.
They've given me the instruction. They've laid out the groundwork. But now it's your turn. And I had to really, like, it was almost like I have to live again. Because for so long you're on the shoulders. Shadow. Yeah, you're on the shoulders of greatness. You're on your parents' shoulders. They're the ones holding you up. Now you got to hold your own self up. What do you do? And a lot of times if you don't have God in your life, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
There's just things you.
So talk a little bit about that. Cause I know, and this may be an opportunity for people to hear, like, I know they heard a lot from you, but like just the idea of what therapy, like what it did for you, because there's this stigma in our community. And I always say that the stigma keeps us silent. So what happens is people are afraid to go get therapy. They're afraid to go talk about stuff that are really affecting them. And then we just magically put Jesus on it. Like, and we just say, well, hey man, you should be better by now. Or your mama passed and she's gone on to glory and you should be excited that you'll see her again.
You got to live, man.
But what about me living here without them? Because they prepared me to live, but they never prepared me to live without them.
Exactly. So what happens is you gotta find it within yourself. It's like my dad used to say, all sense ain't common.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people gotta use common sense.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just put prayer on this. You can't.
Yeah.
You gotta look at, God didn't place professionals on this earth for no reason. He placed them. If you get sick, you gotta go. You can't cure yourself. You at least want to get some type of information.
Yeah.
You can't fix the car on yourself. You got to go to a mechanic.
Yeah.
Professional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I need some type of help in order to make sure that I got the right, I can move a little bit further.
Yeah, make it practical.
Make it practical. And a lot of times, unfortunately in our culture, it's like taboo. Like, oh, you got a therapist? Like, what? Especially if you in the church. And I'm just like, nah, enough of that.
I thought you, why would you? I thought you knew Jesus.
I thought you knew God. It doesn't say you don't know God any less.
Yeah.
It's just that, no, I'm a little smart. I'm mature.
Yeah, I got some sense about myself.
I got some sense about myself. I need a therapist. I need to be talked off this ledge.
Yeah, because here's why I think it's important and it's profound for me to hear it, is because life don't stop when they pass. So you still, like, shout out to E, my sister, that's your wife, and I ain't want to get on here and not say that. Like, you a husband too. Yeah. So, like, you done lost mama, you done lost daddy. You still got to go be John McClure at the church. You got to be husband at the house. And then people just say, well, man, just pray about it. It'll be okay. And I'm saying that has not worked for me. I need something in addition to my relationship with Christ. Right? So that's why I can pick up the phone and I call you. Hey, man, look, struggling with this, bro. Like, Give me your thoughts. Help me to see it from a different perspective. And I think that's what therapy does. They don't change you, but they help you reframe how you see stuff.
Yeah.
And their outlet, a safe place. That's why we created the village, so people can hear from a real man, not somebody in Hollywood faking like they got something that they don't or pretending to be something that they're not. Right. A real guy that lives a real life, talking about loss, right? Talking about his parents, talking about what it did to him as a man. And it don't make him less of a Christian.
Yeah.
Or he less of a believer because he had to go get therapy. And I think it's important for people to know that, because I know people that are struggling with some real stuff and they don't feel safe enough to talk about it.
Here's the thing. What would you do? Like, you need to talk to somebody. Talking to God is one thing. And granted, God, you having a relationship with him, you do hear from him. He does speak. Mm-hmm. Like, don't get it twisted. He does speak.
Yeah.
He may speak in different, experiences, or your conscience is telling you, don't do that. Mm-hmm. You might want to think about this. That's God speaking to you. Mm-hmm. Don't think you crazy. Mm-hmm. Please don't think. Don't think you're crazy.
Yes, sir.
When God is speaking to you. So I say this. With the therapist, it was just stuff that just aligned itself with me. I was able to be like, she didn't know me from a can of paint. She knew of me. I'll say that. She knew of me. And it was a referral, dog. Like, how that joint came, I was like, oh my goodness. Because my first therapist, I went through two. My first one, I was like, man,
so basically you're saying you got to find the right one.
You got to find
everybody ain't gonna be for you.
Yeah.
And so whenever I think about therapy, when I think about the freedom that it has allowed you to get back to this space where John's saying he's knowing who he is and he can carry this torch for his life and he does it for God. And not, like, I can remember my wife and I, so I have real bad sinuses. Mm-hmm. Like, my allergies are terrible. Mm-hmm. And so my dad used to think that I was trying to get out of work. Whenever I would be outside, gas, grass, I'm allergic to everything outside. Like, I take medicine and I get shots. Gotcha. But when I got with my wife ain't used to all that noise. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm asleep, I'm making a lot of noise. And she said, well, look, just please do it for me. Go get some help. You say you can't heal yourself.
Right.
Like, you need somebody that know more about your allergies, know more about what's wrong with you that can help you. Right. So that's what I look at it like therapy, somebody giving you a fresh look at your situation and helping you frame it the right way. So I go to this allergist, this specialist, and he said, breathe in for me. I breathe in, but my whole left side is clogged. He said, how do you feel? I said, I feel good, feel normal. He said, it's not normal for you not to be able to breathe out of both sides of your nose. You've just lived with it for a long time. And you've gotten comfortable with it. But it's not normal. There is a better way. So many people are suffering, are struggling, because this is all we've ever been taught in our community. Right. And I'm saying there is a better way. You can go get help. You can talk to people. There are people like, bro, you've been a brother to me. Like, I can't really even tell you in words how much just your presence and knowing that I can pick up the phone and call you, because where I come from, we're so divided, we're against each other, and there's not like, man, I got a brother that I can call that I know ain't jealous of me, that want to see what's best for me. I feel safe enough to talk to you about anything and be okay after the conversation. Right. And that's what the allergist did for me.
Right.
Now, bro, I'm saying I could go outside, it could be pollen. It may hit me, but it don't bother me as worse. Right. Because I went and got some help. Yeah. And people need to get the help they need so that they can be living their lives to the best of their ability like God created, opposed to walking around with a limp all the time and making it like it's comfortable. So, man, for one, I'll say I'm proud of you, because you know how I feel about you. You know how I see you in that light. Like, I treat my friends like celebrities. My guys, my people, I don't have no celebrities that I want to be around more than I want to be around my friends. Right. That's what you are to me. So I'm glad that you did the real work. Since 2020, bro, you lost both of your parents. Yeah. That's a lot to lose. And it don't mean because you grown, it changes. Nah, it's still life, right?
Yeah, you still reflect off of the things, like, just this past Thanksgiving. You know, it's different now. It's like living the new normal. And so I'll tell anybody, like, you know, you got to create new norms. You got to create new experiences. Make sure you're around your village. Make sure you're around your people that rock with you. Because if you don't, you're going to find yourself in a whirlwind of trouble, man.
Yes, sir.
Just stuff that you don't even need to get yourself in, and know who's for you. It's funny. Someone told me, I've given out so much that now it's time for you to reciprocate. It's now time
for people
to give back. And I don't look for the give back. I just do it out of the kindness of my heart, because that's how I was raised. But I know that God has something in that. So I trust it and I walk in it.
The seeds you've sown. You got seed in the ground.
I got seed in the ground.
With people that have helped, that you've helped. Like, bro, I told you, like when McClure was born, y'all were there.
Yeah.
So so it's not that I say, oh, well, he was for me, he there for me. So let me, like, bro, whenever your mom passed, me and Sal came to church. We flew up, because this is not just a fly by night. No, this is somebody that I rock with. Like,
we're doing life together.
We do life together. So he's with me, I'm with him. So that's why I believe it all comes back full circle. The way you have helped people.
And not looking for anything.
No, it's just gonna come.
It's just genuine.
Because like the Bible is true.
Right.
What you sow, you shall reap, right? You've been a friend. You've been a brother. You've been this guy that people can call on. So that's all that's happening in your life now. Whenever you get in a situation, it don't matter what it is. You got people that really love you, that want to see you do well.
And I ain't gonna front. It does, you know, when you've given and you don't get like receive it back, I ain't gonna lie to you. It hurts.
Oh, yeah.
It would hurt for you to give him so much and just be there. You're not looking for anything, but when it's not reciprocated, that's the humanness. That's the word. Yeah, humanistic side.
Yeah.
That stuff is real. Like,
and so here's why I say it's real, because people think that, like, I mean, just if we gonna shift in, because we want to talk about legacy. We talked about life, we talk about loss, and then the next thing we'll talk about legacy. But now that you brought that up, like, when you think about relationships, nobody gives without knowing there's a return on the investment. And so what I think happens so much is we just put people in places where they shouldn't be, because they like, we gave to them, not that we were expecting it, but like, man, I thought you were better than that. I thought we were better than that. I thought that I was there for you, you would be there for me. And so it's not that you're missing it from what I sold in that person. It just may come in another form from somebody else.
Right.
Like, God always gonna make good on his word. It's just that I think our expectations hurt us. Like, we're expecting too much from people.
We're expecting them to be what we would give to them.
And it don't, and bro, I'm gonna tell you.
And that's the thing. If I'm, let's just
call it real. Like, don't say nothing crazy. No lies in here. I want it to be real.
It's the truth. Like, if I am going to be who I am, right? But what happens is I'm expecting you to do what I would do. And that don't happen. And that's when it gets like,
because people are not you. People are not you.
And that's what you had to learn. Like, or those life experiences. It's just be like, man, and I'm sure you've been through it too. Like,
oh yeah.
I mean, real, like, I thought you was my people.
Go through it every day.
It's just like, what is happening?
Here's what come to mind with that. This is what has helped me, and I'm saying it don't make it easier.
Right.
It just helps me to move forward. I can't be like Jesus and not feel what he felt.
Right.
You remember whenever he asked the 3 disciples to pray? He's getting ready to go to the cross.
Yeah.
And he went back. Can you all not just stay awake and pray? They didn't have the capacity to be for him what he needed in the moment. But he still found a way to go finish. So look, we got to roll.
We got to go.
We look, because it done got good up in here. But look, there's some stuff that you got coming. that I want to highlight.
Okay.
Right?
Cool.
I'm saying like legacy, like John McClure Jr. That means he has a senior. His mom went on to glory. His dad went on to glory.
Right.
But John McClure Jr. has a legacy. He has some stuff getting ready to hit. I'm talking about coming out in 2026, this new year.
Yes.
We need to talk about that real quick before we wrap up.
Okay. So you can follow me on any social media platform.
Yes, sir. Tell them how to get to it though. What's the name
so
on it?
IG, so it's JHM 2.0. That's on IG. Facebook is John McClure, and then I have a other page, John McClure Jr. But yeah, you can definitely get through me with that. I just I was in the studio not too long ago. Very excited about this next venture.
Yes, sir.
In my life. Releasing some new music.
Yeah. Man, tell them about the single. I don't want to tell your story. Tell them about the single,
so
man.
the new single is coming out. My Next Is Now. I'm very excited about that. And it's just been a long journey.
Yeah.
My passion for music has resurfaced, or it's come back. And of course that was because, losing my parents, a lot of that stuff, I was just doing it, but not to this magnitude. So I'm really excited about that. That's coming out. Working on my new podcast. My fitness is going really good.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. Shout out to those in Jersey. I just love my village there. And yeah, man, I got some things coming up. So the new single is coming out. So look out for that. Followed by the EP.
Yeah.
We have a podcast, my sister and I, called Sacred Siblings. I'm looking forward to that. So we're working on some stuff with that. And then my fitness and then still, worship director at the church there in Jersey at Agape Family Worship Center. So I'm excited, with some things that are coming up there. And yeah, man, I'm living, I'm moving, and I'm breathing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, man, look, it'll never get old, man. How much you mean to me, how much you meant to me, and just to see you continue to live, is a blessing, is encouraging. So it don't have to be for the world, it's for us.
Yeah, man.
Like if you helping somebody that that rock with you, I think it should mean more. So man, I want to say I appreciate you again, brother, for coming on the show, for being here. And I love you, man. Like for real, bro. Hey, so look, that wraps up our first episode of the Village Podcast, where people help people. And it's our hope, it's our prayer that something was said, something was done, that you leave better as a result of watching this. So listen, go follow us on YouTube, the Village Podcast, and we'll be back real soon. Thank you.
It takes a village to lift you higher. We teach the way. Feed the fire.
It takes a village. We teach the lessons. Stand tall, touch the sky.